Good morning, my dear students.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay, today we shall talk about phonetics. Well, the word phonetics comes from the Greek word phone. Now, phone is a very familiar word with you all. What does phone mean? Phone means sound, like you have telephone. Telephone, that means sound from a distance. Okay, so the word phonetics comes from the Greek word phone, which denotes sound or voice. Phonetics is a branch of linguistics and it deals with production, combination, description and representation of sounds of human speech. Remember, human speech I am talking about. Okay, human speech. We are concerned with the human speech only. So I repeat, phonetics is a branch of linguistics that deals with production, combination, description and representations of sounds of human speech. Since it is a scientific study of human speech, it is more popularly known as the science of pronunciation. So what do we learn in phonetics? We learn pronunciation. Okay? So if you are really working hard and keenly trying to understand these symbols, these IPA symbols, I am sure you would be able to improve your pronunciation. So therefore, my dear students, if somebody asks you what is phonetics, then you may say that phonetics is the study of speech sounds. It is a science of pronunciation. Okay? So you understand what is it? Phonetics is the study of speech sounds, and it is the science of pronunciation. Science of pronunciation. Science of pronunciation. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Well, some students ask me, what's the need of studying phonetics? Why should we study it? Okay? So, if I ask you how many letters are there in the English alphabet?
26.
26. Well, the English alphabet, as you know, has only 26 letters. However, there are 44 sounds, and some letters sometimes are not pronounced at all. Why? Because they have a silent existence. So, can you tell me one or two words which have a silent existence?
Honest.
Honest, for example. Now here H is silent. And one or two more words?
Walk.
Walk, okay, walk. What is silent here? L is silent. For instance, talk. L is silent. So this is not the case with the Indian languages. For example, Urdu and Hindi. Whatever we write, we speak, and whatever we speak, we write. So that is why, you know, it is very baffling for the second learners of English language. Why? Because some words are silent, and you know, some letters of English alphabet have different sounds. So moreover, a huge number of words are borrowed into English from different other languages like Greek, Latin, Italian, German and French and many other languages. You already done borrowing, so you know that many words have come from different languages of the world into English. And it is quite obvious that in many cases the languages of origin influence how the words are pronounced. For example, now I take a word. This word you already know and you have studied this also while we were studying about fiction writing. Okay? Yeah. Now this would be, the spelling would be very baffling for an Indian student or for any second learner of English language, a non-native learner I mean. Even the pronunciation would be very baffling. Because what is the pronunciation? Denuma. Denuma. How do we transcribe it? We transcribe it Nu, Ma. This is how it is described. Denouement. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
And like one who doesn't know the pronunciation might say denouement, which will be very absurd, very awkward, very weird. So this is not the case with Hindi, Urdu and other languages that we have in India, that are spoken in India. What we write, we speak, and what we speak, we write. Therefore, to solve this vexing issue, the International Phonetic Alphabet, remember this is very important. These symbols, which I have written here, they are IPA. IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet. Remember this always. Although, as we discussed, that there are 26 letters in the English alphabet, whereas there are 44 symbols, that is 44 IPA symbols. In International Phonetic Alphabet, how many symbols do we have? We have 44. Out of 44, 12 are vowels, 8 are diphthongs, and 24 are consonants. Okay? So therefore, to solve this vexing issue, vexing, why? Is this vexing and it's baffling, it's confusing, it's puzzling for the Indian students or for the second learners of English language. IPA has evolved these 44 symbols or sounds. The IP provides a symbol, you may call it phoneme as well. Phoneme, these symbols, they are called as phoneme also. Okay? So these phoneme for each sound, so the correct pronunciation can be written or printed in dictionaries. And accurate knowledge of IPA symbols help in decoding words and pronouncing them correctly. Okay, if you know these IPA symbols, you would be able to you would know how to pronounce it correctly, how to write it correctly, how to spell it correctly. If you do not have any knowledge of these symbols, I'm sorry, you won't be able to speak with the right pronunciation. Now, these days, most of us, in India, English has become a very common language. Every third person knows how to speak English. Educated person I'm talking about. But their pronunciation is very weird. Why is it? Because they are not familiar with these symbols. So once you have mastered these symbols, you would be able to speak English in a better way, with right pronunciation, with right accent. So this is the purpose of this video. Now here, I have made a diagram. This is a diagram for tongue, you can say. Okay? Say diagrammatic representation of tongue. This is what it is. So this is front of the tongue, front of the tongue. This is central part of the tongue, and that is back part of the tongue. This is closed, okay, and this is half closed. This is half open, and this is open. And same is there: open, half closed, and close. So these symbols that you see here, these vowels, what are these? How many are there? There are 12 in total, and these symbols or these phonemes are vowels. They are the vowels that we have in IPA. So what I'm trying to say, that these are the front vowels, these are the back vowels, and the one which you have there within this green portion, okay, green lines, they are the central vowels. This is, what is it? This is diagram of a tongue, diagrammatic representation of tongue. And sometimes in exam you have, say, three-term description of these symbols. Suppose you are asked, for example, if you don't understand anything, please do not hesitate to ask, because this is like mathematics. If you know the symbols, if you know how to transcribe words correctly, if you know how to pronounce or if you know how to spell, you get 100% marks. And if you don't know, then what happens? You score very poor marks. So there are two extremes. Either you get 80% marks or 40% marks. So let us take this symbol. I. See, here it is marked. So you may see that this is front vowel. And this is front close vowel, close position. And when you pronounce it, your lips are spread. E. Let me pronounce them for you first. E. E. This is long E. If see, you may notice that here there are dots. Here also you have dots against the symbol, and here too you have dots. They also. So you have these dots against 5 of these vowels. Out of these 12, 5 have these dots against them, in front of them. So what does that mean? That means they are prolonged vowels. They are prolonged vowels. These are all short vowels and they are prolonged ones. So this is E. Okay? This is E. I'm writing. So what is E? E is a front close unrounded vowel. Front close unrounded. Why? Because your lips do not see when I'm saying unrounded or rounded. When you say oo, your lips are rounded. When you say o, again your lips are rounded. But when you say e, your lips are spread. So this is front close unrounded vowel. Okay. And this is a symbol of this. Where do you have this vowel? E. E you have in words like sheep. Just tell me one or two words from your side.
Weak.
Weak. Okay. Weak with double E, or say weak with A. Both have long E. Weak. Any other word?
Eat.
Eat. Good. Eat. Eat. Right? So all these words, they have this sound, E sound, long E sound. Well, we can do one thing. We can write the 3 different positions of this E, like eat, as he said. You may have this initial, medial, and final. Side by side, we shall understand these symbols, okay, the 3-term description, and we shall also discuss the 3 different positions, initial, medial, and final, because sometimes in exam you are asked like this. Earlier I was just writing it arbitrarily, then I thought that it's better to write all the 3 positions, though all these symbols do not have all the 3 positions, but E at least has E, eat, as he said. Eat. And how do you transcribe it? How do you transcribe? You transcribe eat like this, E and ta, and then you close it between 2 slant lines. This is very important, my dear students, that whenever you are transcribing an English word, always close it within 2 slant lines. Eat. Okay? Now, another word I take, ease. For example, ease. Now this is sa, but this is giving you za sound. That is why IPA symbols are required. That is why you need to study phonetics. If you say ease, this is wrong. Ease. This is how you transcribe it. Ease. Yes. Any other word? East, for example. East. So here you have sa sound. So same letters sometimes give you sa sound and sometimes give you za sound. That is why it is baffling. Okay, it's very confusing. East. So again, and this transcription is very easy. Just if you know the right pronunciation, then you can even transcribe them where? East. So here, this E sound is occurring initially. Eavesdrop, a long word you may take. Eaves. You know what does it mean? Eavesdrop. 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 Yes. Listening somebody talks furtively. Okay? Like suppose we are like we are having a class here and there is some teacher or some student outside trying to know what is going on inside, what lesson is being taught, what chapter is being taught. So what is he doing?
Eavesdropping.
He is eavesdropping. Means if somebody tries to know furtively what you are doing, what talk is going on, okay, that is called as eavesdropping. So eavesdrop. This is, they all begin with E, long E sound. Now we come to the medial. I have not written eavesdrop because there is less space here. Eavesdropping. Okay, eavesdrop. Now move on to the medial. Now let me know the words where E sound, this long E sound comes in between. For example, I had already written the word sheep, you remember, or seat, for example, seat. This is seat. I have directly written the transcription. You want me to write this also? Well, this is seat. Seat. Or sheep for that matter. Sheep. Now this is sheep. How do you write? This is sha. Okay, and this is E and this is pa. Remember, we don't call it P, we call it pa, and this is sha. This is not there in the English alphabet. We have this, and if we want to make sha, then we combine it with H. This SH gives us this sound, sheep. Yes. More words? Bead, for example, bead. Bead that you count. Bead. B-E-A-D. Bead. Yes. Just tell me one more word from your side.
Need.
Need. Good. Very nice. Need. So need. Need. So how do we write? Need like this. So transcription, you see, is very easy. If you know the sound that here you have the long E, then, and if you know the symbols, you can easily transcribe the word. And if you transcribe them correctly, you get 5 out of 5. So you know the initial position, medial position. Now let us come to the final position. Where does it come finally? Yes?
C.
C. Very good. C. C. So how do you write C? Like this. C. Good.
Plea.
Plea. Very nice. Plea. Plea. Very good. Plea. So this is how you spell. Plea. Transcribe plea like this. Plea. Or he for that matter. He. Or say she. She, she, you can write like this. She. This is SHE, she, and this is HE. But these are strong. Strong means is strong. Strong. What do I mean is sometimes you do not say always he. Suppose if I say he's very regular, but you don't agree. When I say he's very regular, so I'm just saying he is very regular. Okay, this E, this is short E. Okay, he's very regular. Then you say, is he? Okay, so you prolong that E sound. So this is a strong sound here in she and he. She's very beautiful. She is very beautiful. When I say she is very beautiful, then I'm saying this she. She is very beautiful. Is she? You say with surprise. Then you are saying this she. Is she? Okay? Now understand? So sometimes you have this difference in pronunciation. Yeah, so we are talking about final position of E. Yes, one or two more words from your side. Fee, for example. The school fee that you pay, the college fee that you pay. Okay? The tuition fee. Fee. Fee you write like this and you transcribe it like this. Fee. Hmm? And your same rule goes with me also. Me and me. Sometimes you say me and sometimes you say me. Hmm? You were absent yesterday. Me. So when you are saying it with emphasis, then you are pronouncing it strongly. That means you need prolonged E. I hope you know this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is easy.
Yes, sir.
Is there any problem anywhere?
No, sir.
No.
I hope you will be able to transcribe.
Yes, sir.
You know, now we are just trying to know the symbols. I'll tell you more words in fact. Okay? We'll be doing more words. But this just for the time being. So that you understand these symbols. The purpose is to make you familiar with the IPA symbols. What my purpose is to make you familiar with the IPA symbols. Okay? And we have started with the vowel sounds. Shall I rub it off now?
Yes,
No,
sir.
because we'll be moving on to say shortly. Now it is, very easy to transcribe words with this short sound. This is a long sound, and if you put two bars, remove the dots and put two bars. These slant lines are prerequisite. You cannot avoid them. You have to have them. Otherwise, the examiner would cut your half marks, deduct half marks. But don't say that if you are making just two lines and he would give you half marks. No, certainly not. He won't give you. But if you write something like you have written eat like this is correct. And if you have not put it or closed it between the slant lines, then he would give you only say 1 out of 2. Those students who do not pay attention to these symbols, these sounds, they only find it difficult. Otherwise, this is very easy and very interesting also. Learning English phonetics. Now there's a difference also between, some students ask me, because many students have asked me, what's the difference between phonetics and phonology? Well, when we are talking about these symbols, these 44 symbols, 44 sounds, irrespective of any language, then we are talking about phonetics. And here, right at present, we are talking about the English language, English alphabet. So, we are discussing English phonology. Okay, what are we discussing? English phonology. If you're talking about an individual language, like if you're talking about Hindi alphabet, or if you're talking about Urdu alphabet, or say English alphabet for that matter, that means you are you're dealing with phonology. And irrespective of any language, you are talking about IPA symbols, then you are talking about phonetics. So phonetics has got a very big canvas, whereas phonology has got a small canvas. Micro is phonology and macro is phonetics. Good. So this we are talking about E. So this is short E, this is long E, and this is short E. So again you see, this is centralized and this is front as well. So this is centralized front unrounded vowel. Centralized front unrounded vowel. And what kind of is it? It is again closed vowel, E. Why? Because your lips remain split. E, E. Whether you say E or E, your lips are not rounded, they are unrounded. We talk about two positions of lips. We say rounded or we say unrounded. In some cases, lips are rounded, and in some cases, lips are not rounded. When they are not rounded, you call them unrounded. So this is centralized front unrounded vowel between close and half close. So this is in between. Here the position is here. This is between close and half close. Is it okay?
Yes.
You just take it down somewhere. Do not forget it. I said that this is centralized front unrounded close front centralized, front, unrounded vowel between close and half close position. Okay. So where do you have? You have this in sit, bit. Yes. Where do you have this sound?
Sit.
Okay.
Lit.
Lit. Okay. Yes. Come on.
Fit.
Fit. Very nice. Fit. Why not we do it the same way the way we did earlier? Initial, medial and final positions. Initial, medial and final. So yeah, it occurs in it. Okay. It. So here you have it is. I'm not writing words, okay? You know that you can very well guess that this is. Do you want me to write? Well, this is English, and this is also English. There is no change in fact here. And these words are very easy to transcribe. Why there is no change in them? It is and in, for example. Here also you don't have any change. Just the same way you write in English language, and phonetically you also write the same way. So you know the initial position of E.
Yes.
Now let us come to the medial position. You already given me words like sit, you said. Sit again is written the way you write in English, you write phonetically also the same way. Sit. Hid. Hid. Achha, one thing I would like to tell you here, I have deliberately written H with capital. Why? Because in English language you write like this, means when you begin a sentence. But here you never use capital letters. You always write these symbols, these phonemes with small letters. So this is head. This is the only difference. Head. Is it fine with you or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me like and the word? Fishy. Fishy. Fee, she, this is fishy. Fishy, okay? So you have this short sound, short E here, and you have short E here, and this is sha, fishy. Now there is one more position left, that is the final position, okay? Let us do the final position. Yes. Yeah, where do you have? Can you guess any word? Very, for example. He is very smart. So how will you write? Very. See, this is very. This is how you spell it. So this is how it is written. Very. This is this is very short. This is called as shua in English. What do we call it? Shua. This is the most common sound. The most common sound, and it's. Means when I say most common sounds means it occurs almost in every third or fourth word. You will find it. Sure. This is a very nice sound. Very okay. Yes. More words?
Tiny.
Tiny. Okay, tiny. So tiny you write like this. Tie and me. Tiny. Okay, tiny. This is how you write.
Many.
Many, okay, good. Many you write like this. But this is, again, this is how many would write. But this is not the right pronunciation. We don't call it many, we call it many. We call it many. Okay, why? The same sound you have here, 10. This is not 10, this is 10. This is many. Okay? It's not a broad sound. Here you have air, but this is this sound. Many. Yes. More words? Come on.
Penny.
Penny. Very good. Penny. Very nice. Penny is a good word. Penny. See here, this is how you write penny. And you transcribe penny. How do you transcribe penny? Yes, come on. Same way. pen you write, like the way you write 10, and then I, penny. Okay. So you have learnt two vowel sounds, E, long E, and short E. And we have seen the initial, medial, and final positions of all of these two. And besides this, we have also learned the three-term description. Three-term description of these vowel sounds.